to ask Santiago how IE is facing this trend towards combining face-to-face and online education.
Well, we have been working for the past 20 years in hybrid formats, and thus we were able to jump when the pandemic was declared. We had here in Spain a state of alarm, so we were able to jump into hybrid formats on the spot without any sort of solution of continuity. But I agree very much with what the rector of Vienna University was saying before. Education is an embodied activity. We learn when we are small children, we start learning not just by listening and seeing things, but even by touching. So the senses and the use of the senses is vital for the learning process. That's why we have discovered that despite technology bridges the learning process and of course helps a lot in terms of personalizing the learning, we still need very much face-to-face, in-presence education. In fact, all the surveys that have been run across continents for undergraduate and postgraduate students reveal that they all miss being on campus and interacting in presence with their fellow students.
Santiago, IE has been a pioneer in online teaching. It has been there for 20 years. Where do you see the next wave of innovation in higher education?
So I guess that the major contribution of technology in the future will be the personalization of learning. Technology provides the opportunity to identify and potentiate all the skills from participants, from students. This is actually what we are seeing now at IE University. Of course, it's very challenging because running hybrid formats demand from professors that they manage the platform and at the same time have an eye on those students who are attending in presence, but also take care of those who are attending on remote, and at the same time manage, the blackboard, the digital blackboard. So it's quite stressful. Already teaching, is stressful. If you add all those elements, it can be actually a very demanding task. So what is vital is that we actually train our faculty so that they can not just cope with the new challenges, but can make from these lots of opportunities the best possible experience, learning experience for participants. I guess that the major contribution of all this is the personalization of the learning process. Following on the previous comments, if I look at how the response from European universities has been in face of this crisis, the pandemics, I guess that overall it has been much more proactive and quick than the reaction on the side of American universities, which in many cases they just entered into a state of shock. I guess that our universities have been more prompt, quick. We have opened the campuses, we have installed the necessary health protocols, we have been in contact with the different stakeholders. So in my impression, I guess that we are probably closer to our students, to our customers, and to the rest of the stakeholders. But following on Sabine's comments, I guess that Europe provides a much more diverse environment, which can be attractive to many international students. Competition is becoming more multipolar, like happens in many other sectors of social activity. And we will see in the future, of course, many new Chinese large universities competing to attract talent. We saw in the past English-speaking countries from, of course, the US, UK, and Australia. But we will also see emerging countries also fighting for their own stake in the market. So the way we can actually provide an attractive offer for international applicants is by enhancing what is the best of Europe, our diversity, our history and traditions, the way we combine the humanities with this professional orientation of our degrees, and of course, many other things, our closeness to stakeholders, for example. So I guess that European universities have a very good opportunity to seize whatever happens after this COVID.